Good morning, seventh grade. So it is Monday, April 6th, and I just want to give you an audio rendition of today's instructions. Okay, so here we are on the Google Classroom page, but here's the message that I have scheduled to give to you guys tomorrow morning. So, good morning, class. This will be our last 4 days of school before we go on spring break. You all have been working so hard, and you have made me so proud for rising to the challenge of this online school situation we are now in. This week will be pretty simple. In reading, we will continue our review of our class novel and theme. In writing, we will continue our pandemic journals. I have already copied the journal topic for Monday, April 6th and Wednesday, April 8th into each of your digital journals. So all you have to do is respond to them. Our meeting will be held at 12:30 p.m. Please be on time. If everyone arrives on time and shows respectful participation, our meeting should last no longer than 30 minutes. And just a shout out, thank you so much for Justin and to Maria for making our meeting really awesome last week. So I'm hoping we have even more participation this week. Our class is scheduled to meet from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I know because of the situation that we're in, some students are having trouble sticking to a specific schedule. But I will definitely be available to this class from 9 a.m. and to 11 a.m. And most of you who have been emailing me later on in the day know that regardless of the time, I try to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you have any questions or want to work one-on-one with me, I'll be available during these times. But I do have another class meeting that starts at 11 a.m., so please be aware of that. And as I say, obviously, I'll always try to respond as quickly as possible. So here's the important part, the agenda for today. I split it up into reading and writing. So our goal for reading today is we will identify details in fiction to determine the theme. And just as a quick review, we remember that theme is the lesson the author is trying to teach us through the story. And could be more than one lesson. So I want you to try to think about that when you do your reading this week. So you're going to read for your independent book for at least 25 minutes. Nothing new. You've been doing that since the beginning. To complete your reading log for the day. But in your reading log, try to think about a possible theme your author is trying to present to you, the reader. And this is something like, Mr. Long, I finished reading. I'm not really sure what kind of theme is going on. That's when you're like, hey, let me email Mr. Long. Maybe I can have a quick meeting with him through Google Meet and we can discuss my book and then I can get my reading log done. Be more than happy to do that with you guys, okay? So that's what you have to do for reading. And obviously attend the class meeting to discuss the class novel and theme. I'm going to be reading My Brother Sam is Dead out loud, and we're going to talk about another theme in that book. Okay, so for writing, here's our goal for writing. We will write routinely on various topics to add to our pandemic journals. So 1, you're going to answer the April 6th journal topic using proper grammar, spelling, and punctuation. I've been looking over your journals, really great writing. I'm seeing a few spelling errors, a little bit of punctuation error, a little bit of grammar errors. That's okay. You guys are developing writers. I expect that. Even I make mistakes from time to time. But I'm going to start looking more closely at that because that grammar and punctuation, we're going to start doing a little mini lessons on that starting after spring break. Okay? So I just want you to be obvious. If you're like not sure how to spell a word, just do your best. I'm not taking off points for errors. I just want you to be aware of when you're writing. Okay? So I'm not taking off points for if you spell a word wrong or something like that, but I just want you to be aware of it. Okay, so your writing should be at least 250 to 300 words, but it can be longer. Now, I made it that length because if you were writing in a physical journal based on average writing, it would be around 300 words long, okay? So you should write for at least 25 minutes, and if you haven't hit as many words as you need, take a break, take a little breather, a little brain break, and then go back to writing in a little bit. Remember, our class meets from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., so technically you have 2 hours to read for 25 minutes and to write for 25 minutes. So as long as you're, within that 2-hour period, you actually have plenty of time to get work done for my class. Awesome. So, and finally, attend the class meeting and be prepared to talk about the pandemic journals. We did that last week where we shared, and Maria and Justin, both of you shared one of your journals, but we're not going to share journals tomorrow. Well, today for April 6th. We will not share our writing tomorrow during the meeting. I will model for you how to include images and clippings from the news and other sources to add to your historical based journals. I want to spruce it up. We don't want to just do writing. We also want to get some pictures and maybe some art in there, or even maybe a video journal. Ooh, that could be fun. All right, so that's the instructions for April 6th lesson. But let me just show you real quick. If you're like, Mr. Long, I forgot how to get to my pandemic journal. Well, on the Google Classroom page, if you go over to classwork and you scroll down, your journal is labeled pandemic journal. You know what actually I'm going to do? I'm going to move it up to the top. I'm going to click into it. I'm going to click into it real quick. And I've actually already copy and pasted the topics to each of your individual journals. But if you go to your 7th one, the journal for April 6th is write about how you help your family around the house. Are you helping with cooking meals? Are you helping with laundry or cleaning? Are you watching your younger siblings? How are you helping out around the house? And that's going to be the journal for Monday, April 6th. I've also already put in the journal for Wednesday, April 8th, which is upload a picture or video of yourself living in this historical event. You can draw a picture or steal an image from TV or the internet, make a TikTok, or record a voice record about your life during this pandemic. If you decide just to use a picture or multiple pictures, include one sentence caption to explain the photo. Be creative. Really, I want this to be creative for you guys, okay? And I'm actually going to demonstrate how to do this tomorrow, so that way you're prepared to do it on Wednesday. So I'm gonna have to be creative too. I guess we'll see how that goes. All right, guys, I can't wait to see you later today. Feel free to email me or message me on Google Classroom if you have any questions. Good luck with all the work. Let me know if you need help. Bye.